Hello everybody, welcome back to the GOLDBRIDGE chat. I'm Managerial and I'm back with a brand new video, and all I have to ask you is this a title hope pipe dream? I mean, we sit 5 points behind our great rivals Liverpool after 10 games, knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Liverpool, and frankly, is this another case of the same script with a different title? Big aspirations but very little follow through. I mean, is this another situation where you think you're getting a gold bar, but when you pay millions for it, you find out it's a brick painted yellow with a crayon? Because that's what I feel here today. I mean, what a dismal performance that was against Man City. Again, I mean, Frank Pong, again, I've said this before, and I hope it's the same situation that happened with Osimhen. I mean, what a terrible signing he was. What a terrible signing he is. I mean, 2 red cards so far thus in the season. I mean, fitness problems we've been hearing that coming out of Carrington, and of course seeing from his performances. I mean, giving away penalties. I mean, what a terrible start to the season he's having under Mark GOLDBRIDGE. But I too hope it's the same situation I was saying about Victor Osimhen. I mean, terrible start, but hopefully a fantastic career as we're seeing with Victor Osimhen. But frankly, what is going on here? I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm giving this manager, Mark GOLDBRIDGE, up until January to get us into a title fight. I mean, people will say we are in a title fight, but it's been 10 games already. And let's not forget, just a few weeks ago, Everton were in the top 4, and see how they quickly fell away. And now, are we going to fall away just like Everton? Or are we going to stay here in the fight and close that 5-point gap, down to 1 and possibly negative, meaning we are ahead and being number 1 in the league? I mean, top 4 with these crops of players shouldn't be an achievement. It should more likely be a requirement, should be an expectation, should be something that you don't congratulate when the manager achieves it. And the same thing happened again, those wins against the lower edge teams. I think we played Nottingham Forest, we played other teams as well. I mean, teams that are barely even remembering, because we're focused on the top teams, the teams that will be in around the title spot, and that's where we need to perform. And thus far, I mean, we lost against Man City, and now they're having a 1-point gap. I think they sit 4th right now at the moment. But this next game against Chelsea will be absolutely pivotal. It is semi-midway point through the season, but we played 10 games, sit at 20 points. Liverpool, I mean, Liverpool absolutely, frankly, planning on running away with it with that 5-point gap. But we need to win against Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, and of course Arsenal, Spurs, and other big teams that you would expect to be challenging for the title. And thus far, we haven't produced anything. We lost against the Carabao Cup, and Mark GOLDBRIDGE said, this isn't a priority. This isn't what we're aiming for. And I say to that, wait a minute. If you can't do it in the lower competitions, how can you do it against the bigger competitions? I mean, this is a step ladder. This isn't hopscotch. We can skip a step and immediately go win the league. I mean, yes, you won the FA Cup. That's a great step, but to get knocked out so early is a bit of concern. And frankly, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The fact that he lost the Conference League has to be in some contract saying he needs to get sacked immediately. That was absolutely disgraceful, but that's all in the past. We'll focus on new things right now. Can he win the Premier League? That's a great question. And the fact that it is a question, frankly, disheartens me a bit, because yes, everyone should be saying, yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can. But recent performances, I mean, we lost 3 games in a row. That's our recent form lately. Can we turn around? We had to turn around. And frankly, for my belief in him, he has to turn around. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm sure there'll be some hopeful believers there, and I would understand where they're coming from with the crop of players. About the Frimpong situation, Simican at the back, our bench is absolutely elite. The fact of Anton Griezmann and Ferguson can't be even on the bench together, I mean, just shows the amount of quality we have in our squad. And yes, I mean, this is without a doubt the most supported manager in Manchester United history. And if he can't perform to the level that is expected, then I mean, for the past 2 seasons I've said this and I'll say it again: get him out. GOLDBRIDGE out. This isn't gold. This is fool's gold. This is a brick painted yellow, and there's a clear difference between gold and a brick painted yellow. And consistently and constantly we're being reminded about what we are under this manager, not what the quality is. I mean, you can give a motorbike to a child and then they can try to ride it, but if you give it to a trained professional, it'd be a totally different beast. And that's the same thing I'm seeing right here. I mean, a screwdriver in the hands of a mechanic and the hands of someone else. I mean, it has totally different uses and potential. And I'm falling back into the trend of saying he isn't good enough. And there is a track record of why he isn't good enough. But yes, we need to see what happens. And all that's left for me to say is wish all of you a very good day. Bye-bye.